Hi, I'm Amy, and this is my husband, MJ, and our 5 boys, Bobby, MJ, Striker, Nodus, and Rebel.
And together we are Motherload Sailing. We left our home in Florida on a journey of a lifetime aboard our 50-foot sailboat, living and traveling by sea.
Stowing memories and pursuing an education outside of the classroom.
So hit the subscribe button and hop aboard for an off-the-wall odyssey.
And if you're gonna do something, do it now, because tomorrow is too late. So, what episode is this, honey?
Well, it's like episode
Come on.
112, something like that. Starting to rain.
Is it?
This
Oh.
stormy afternoon, Florida stormy summer afternoon.
Hello and welcome to episode 109. 109, honey.
109 episodes.
Not 112. Does it really feel like it's been more than it has?
What was that?
That's a hatch closing.
Closing hatch.
Okay.
So what do we got going on?
What do we have going on? Okay, so number one, I have to apologize for making bi-weekly videos because it's been hard. You know, I want to give you guys good content, and sometimes I cannot gather all the content necessary to make an entertaining video, which is why I'm left to just be myself and crazy. On the hook in Florida
Very
in the summer.
exciting. I've just been working and wore out and tired working in this heat. So it's been kind of testing the last
Yeah,
month
you're
or two.
pretty much gone all the time. You might as well be out of the country.
We're working
So,
towards a goal.
We are working towards a goal, and that's what matters. And yeah, so one of the things that is working towards the goal is the fact that you had to go and completely redo our VHF wire up to the mast,
Yeah.
to the tippity top,
So
and
since we've had this boat, I've always kind of suspected
something was off with the radio.
strength hasn't been quite good. And when we turn on our chart plotter, we have AIS. It basically picks up ships information, boats, ships, and it basically relays that information onto your chart plotter.
And it relays us back to the other
Yeah,
boat.
it transmits and receives.
Yes.
So there's a lot of ship traffic around here, offshore and through the ICW and stuff. And I've noticed that I've only been picking up targets, AIS targets that are within like a couple miles. So that kind of made me kind of suspicious that maybe our VHF antenna or
Radio,
something.
the handheld, which
Yeah,
by the
right.
way, they all suck. So if you know one that does not suck,
That's
please let us know.
Another topic of
conversation.
combination of a weak handheld and our fixed VHF not being good. So I went up the mast and kind of inspected things and checked connections and everything kind of looked all right.
This would be
but
trip number
I
one.
pretty much started from the top. Going up the mast here to check out the VHF antenna. So heading up. It's a long 60 feet up. Bobby hoisted me up on the electric winch. Makes it a lot easier. But yeah, I got to check out the VHF connection there and this thimble. I don't know if you could see that, but for some reason they use the steel thimble on this main halyard line, which is pretty ridiculous that they would go and do that. Our VHF radio signal hasn't been that strong. I haven't been picking up that many AIS targets and stuff like should be. So I'm hoping that maybe it's just this antenna and I could swap it out. That'd be an easy fix instead of having to reroute all new wire. Look at those jacks down there. See that?
Look at these big jackfish coming right off our bow. You see them?
No.
Right off our port bow. There's like 8 big jacks coming right at us.
Oh, I see him. Look at that.
Big Jack Revels.
something was up with the
Yeah, we knew it was...
VHF, and checked for obvious issues, connections.
You
at the
did
mast.
proper troubleshooting, which was you started your way from the top, you
Started
checked
from
all
the
your
top.
connections, you
We bought a new
replaced the
new
antenna.
antenna, which is inexpensive, for like $50. That just basically connects at the very top of the mast. Reconnected that, made a very small improvement, little improvement, but definitely not.
Wasn't the problem.
Wasn't.
Yeah.
Yeah. On the way back up, got a new VHF antenna. Gonna swap out the old one. Probably not gonna make a difference, but for $50, it's worth a try. It's probably the wire. So I'm gonna come up here and hopefully do a quick swap on the antenna. Well, here we are again, 60 something feet above sea level. Try to take that antenna off. Looks like it's gonna be a pain in the ass. Not surprised. Well, that came off all right. Swapped it out with this brand new Shaka Spire 3 dB 3-foot antenna. Kids are down there just like jumping on the deck and swinging from the halyards is driving me nuts, scaring the crap out of me. Keep yelling at them, but I think they realize that they think it's funny scaring Dad up here 60 feet in the air. That tide rip. Whoa, 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 whoa!
Hi.
Scared me there. Mine just started like easing off. I'm like, what the heck? I'm not scared of heights, but I can't say it's my favorite place to be, you know, in the world, up here. Tied to this little bosun's chair. And this little 5/8 halyard or whatever it is. And plus I always kind of want to have one hand on the mast here. It just makes me feel a lot safer. I guess I could tie myself off with like a safety line, but I didn't do that. Got to put a Windex. Whoa, look at that. Saw that? Did you see that? Thanks for letting me know you're going to let me down. All right, I got to go. Next step was to check where the connections were inside the boat to the AIS transponder. There's a splitter, and then it basically relays off of that into the VHF. So, there's actually a shot of wire on the boat, VHF coaxial cable.
Really?
It's like the previous owner had some
weird.
and wanted to replace
Do the
it,
job.
but never got around to
Because
doing
he
it.
knew that it needed to
So
be done.
conveniently, it was there, you know. Yeah, it's not the funnest thing to do.
Yeah.
So, had Bobby hoist me up again.
We got Hoist Dad up to Mast. We can replace the VHF wire.
Go get the bosun's chair out of
Where's the bosun's chair?
Alright, third time up the mast. Here I got new VHF cable tied to me. Gonna swap out the old one. Gotta cut the old one and tie and tape this end to the other end and hopefully snake it down and everything goes okay.
Are you recording?
Yeah. Okay,
Good luck, honey.
so going up. See you at the top. Up aloft again, cut the old one off, spliced into it, and had him start to pull the old wire down. That was going to pull the new wire with it, and he said, "Dad, it's nothing there." So that was the last thing I wanted to hear. The wire was there was a spot in it that was corroded so bad it just broke as he was barely pulling on it. So that was the problem. There was a bad spot in the wire. So now we had no way of getting new wire back down because that was what we were pulling it with. So basically had to come up with an idea. I didn't have a snake that was long enough. I dropped a piece of mono down, and he was down at the base of the mast trying to fish that out with a flashlight and a little hook, and we were just about to give up, and he was able to see it and was able to get it.
Yeah, I got
This is all like racing daylight towards late afternoon, and he was able, when he grabbed that, we were able to reconnect a new wire to it and pulled it down and got it through. So we were able to get the new coaxial ram, which was good, and hooked that up, and instantly the whole system started working better. We started picking up targets that were 20, 30 miles away. That's going to show that we just did the right thing.
That's a really big deal. Like, it was really bad and corroded like that. That's yeah,
it's probably original coaxial. So it was definitely an important thing to do, a safety thing. You know, if you don't have comms and good reception with your AIS, a ship could be up, a mile away from you before you would pick it up. And
you don't even know.
not to mention you wouldn't be able to contact them.
Yeah.
So I feel better about that. That was, a little bit of a pain in the butt, but needed to be done. And we didn't have to pull the mast or, go to a boatyard to do it.
Do anything weird.
Yeah. It was just about 3 trips up the mast and,
Three trips total.
hanging up there for about an hour.
Being terrified momentarily.
Kids shaking and jumping and grabbing halyards and stuff while you're up there on
But
a
it's
little
a beautiful view.
stick like this, and you're like, oh!
All right. Well, high five.
Good job.
Good job, honey. We did such a good job doing that. Good job to you, Bobby Cousteau. Okay, so I know all of you are just super wondering what is happening with the manhole. It's not a man cave. It's actually a manhole. I figured that out. I have forced him to put the ladder back in because spider monkeying down, as great of a rock climber I'd like to think that I am, it's a little dangerous and it's a little shoddy. And he was going to do mast steps, and I'm like, no, can we just put the ladder back, please? And you did.
I did, but I
He's
don't
already
like it.
thinking about taking it down.
Yeah, the man cave or the manhole, whatever you want to call it, is it's getting real close. We started moving tools and storage bins in there. I got a bench vise mounted,
It's nice.
wired in 120 volts of power, with a USB outlet. So
You got a fan, you got a chromo.
yeah, we got 12 volt in there. We got 2 LED lights, a 12 volt fan, even a little Bluetooth speaker in there, stereo. So some C deck on the floor.
Flooring.
So those projects that you kind of dread doing, you kind of be able to do it in a little more comfort.
Again, a place of serenity where you could just go and disappear and no one knows that you're there.
Yeah. It's I've always wanted to have a nice workshop on a boat. Never had one. So
I'm really proud of you. You did a great job. It looks fantastic.
now you like it so much, you want me to build the mirrored image.
I'm like, man cave, woman cave.
The worst thing about it was grinding
In
and
a small
sanding in there. Because it's
fiberglass
like,
box.
just imagine locking yourself in a small closet
With
or a
fiberglass.
little walk-in closet and closing the door and running a
Grinding.
grinder. It's just like, just can't see anything. It's just gnarly dust from nowhere for it to go. So
It's pretty intense. It's like pouring out of the top of it.
yeah, then you do all that, and then you glass, and then you got to grind the glass, and then it's all raw hole, so you gotta glass in shelves and stuff. There's no like screwing to it.
Well, that side of the boat, the forward starboard side there, is definitely way structurally stronger.
Yeah, that's
And
the
that
icebreaker
border.
side. So we see
We hit an iceberg.
an iceberg will just take it out with the starboard hole,
Yeah.
starboard bow. We'll do the other side too, but for now, we got bigger fish to fry. We got some other stuff. Maybe a head refit.
Oh,
This boat's a four head layout charter version, and it's just ridiculous to have
cabins, four heads.
4 heads. You know, it definitely would appreciate having a separate shower and a bigger, just more room to move around and stuff. And
Yeah.
so if we knocked out this center bulkhead or center dividing wall in between the 2 heads and moved around some of the cabinetry, it probably would involve cutting some fiberglass and some glass work and then painting and
But
stuff.
you love that kind of stuff.
I'd really be gung-ho to do it. The only thing that I'm dreading is the mess that it's going to make. And it's inside our living quarters.
Yeah,
so
not down.
we'd have to do some serious tarping, and
You'd have to go in and out of the hatch. Like the doors can never open.
those hatches are this big. I'm definitely not fitting through that thing right now.
You totally can.
Put on some weight since I've been back. I'd have to get down to like 80 pounds to get through there.
I call him the Muffin Man. A little bit of a Blackbeard thing happening there. You know?
I think it might be time to shave.
Yeah.
Might cool down a little bit if got rid of this. So,
How do you work with that with your mask? Is it more of insulation? Maybe?
Yeah, catches the fiberglass dust, keeps you from being as itchy.
It's more of a filter. The whole rest of his body is just like that. We sure hope you enjoyed this content, and we sure do appreciate you watching this video. To you, all of our viewers, thank you so much for tuning in and watching. And if you haven't done so, like and subscribe. Please leave us a comment. By the way, let's talk about the comments. He has been slacking. I'm sorry about that. That's his
We're
fault.
about to get back on the
That is
horse
his
and
fault.
get back.
He's about to get back on the program here.
100%.
So apologies to all the people that have been reaching out to us. It's taking me longer than expected to get back to everybody, but we so appreciate your comments and thank you so much for watching. Huge thanks to our patrons. You guys are the foundation and you help make all these videos possible. And thank you for sticking with us.
End of the tunnel. We're
Yes.
gonna make it through the rest of this hurricane season and
Oh geez. Knock on glass. We're not even next episode.
wrap up
Okay.
some more of these boat projects
Yeah.
and
Dip out as quickly as possible.
pull the hook and don't look back.
Right. Until next week, the Motherload crew are out. Again, huge thanks to our patrons, to all of our viewers. Come back and see us next Monday. And that's it. That's all we got. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next week. Right, me? Yeah. Bye. Thank you for watching.